Yeah, that was, as you say, it's morbid, but it is a perfect example of a global consciousness forming, the kind of event that literally creates a magnetic attractor for everybody in the world. Not everybody, of course, actually was participating, but there were probably a couple of billion people, if not more. Um, it, as you said, glued to the television or the radio, if that's what they had. And that also resulted in us not only doing a formal experiment with an a priori prediction of what of a deviation during a set period of time. It also inspired us to do a tremendous amount of you might say context analysis. We looked at data from 10 days before to 10 days after. We looked with different measures. And by every measure we looked, there was a huge deviation, a huge departure from expectation, just as you would expect if the hypothesis is true, that people will come together as a global consciousness when a major event is it affects everybody in the same way, especially if it produces strong emotions. So it certainly did that, and we continued to do analysis for a long time, and ultimately published a paper in. We tried to put it in the main famous journal, Nature or Science, even with personal contacts into the editorial board, right? But they weren't having anything of it because, I mean, we tried to take out all this frightening words like parapsychology and psychic research and so on, and just talk about the fact that the data from random number generators didn't stay random during this period of time. They were changed. Why? And what was associated with that? We did the best we could, but they couldn't get by I guess, the reference list. So we published it in a good physics journal, journal of Physics Letters, and it was, I think, probably widely read. We got some feedback. At least one physicist wrote an article challenging it in a different journal. We responded and so forth. But basically, we were able to demonstrate that the data during that fantastic event acted the way data should if the hypothesis we were testing were true.